Hey guys, I am back, Dean of DVD. It's been a while. And thanks to Kubricklover1972 for bringing me back, because he sent me it today in the mail. Oops, as I drop it onto a basket of clothes, which is fine. By priority mail, a pretty thick package. So thank you, Kubricklover1972, for thinking of me. And for a lot of other folks who wrote me messages and asked me, where I was, and if I was all right. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm doing well, actually. I've got a new job. Been busy with that. Some of you may know that I parted ways with my former company back in July over some I can't really get into it, but I signed something saying I wouldn't get into it, so I really can't get into it. Even though I don't allow my real name and things to be attached to this channel for a lot of reasons, I don't want to take a chance. You never know. Somebody might recognize me or something. You just never know. Anyway, that aside, I found a new job. It's a great one. And again, I'm not going to be giving a lot of details out, other than it's a big facility with about 500 employees, and I am their HR manager. So it's fun to be back in the workforce. I've been playing a lot of Overwatch. I've been concentrating on my Dean of Games channel, trying to get that going. It's hard to get a new channel going. That gaming world, with board games in particular, some video games, but a lot of board games, usually there's a handful of people who get a ton of viewers, and it's similar to the Blu-ray community. It just takes a while. So thank you for hanging in with my channel if you have, and I appreciate that. I don't know how it goes with the DVD and the Blu-ray community, though. Most of the time you subscribe to some people. When you see something that catches your eye, you watch it. Otherwise, they kind of just sit there in your queue, and if they come up with something you like, you watch it. So hopefully you like this. It is an unboxing. It is a Criterion, I understand, from Kubricklover1972. So let me open it. Rubber band around it, first of all, to kind of protect it. It's, as I mentioned, it's thick. So I don't know. I think I know what's in it. Let's see. I think I can just tear it across here. Seems to be plenty of room here to do that. Oh, look at this. Okay, this is part of the reason it's so thick. This is cool. I love stuff like this. Okay, this is a product of Scotland. How he has this, I have no idea. But pure butter shortbread. Yeah, I'll be liking that. I have no doubt. Where he gets this, I don't know. You'll have to let me know where you got this from. Drop me a line. Yeah, this looks good. All right, I'll eat that. No doubt about it. Let's forget it here. I've got a card. I'm going to be reading that. And then I also have this. All right. From Kubricklover1972. Hey, Dean, hope all is well with you, and I hope you enjoy what I've sent you. Thanks for being a good YouTube friend and commenting on my videos. Take care. Well, I love to comment on your videos. And I really enjoy your videos. He's a big fan. Kubricklover is a big fan of Criterion's, as am I, and I really enjoyed watching him talk about various things he's picked up and his comments about why he's liked them and so on. So I'm going to open the card up here. Wasn't that nice? Card says "You rock." And then inside it says, I'm going to keep this short and simple. You're a great friend. Your YouTube friend, Kubricklover1972. Very nice. Thank you, Kubricklover1972. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I consider you a good friend on YouTube. And again, I appreciate you sending me this. So let's see what we got here. Yeah, I knew this is what it was going to be. And I am very happy to get this. This is something I've looked at and considered, and it's one of the more expensive things. So sometimes when they're a little more expensive, I kind of hesitate to pull the trigger. But this is right up my alley for a lot of reasons. I'm a huge fan of Boris Karloff, and so here we've got 4 movies: Thrilling Tales of Into the Torments from in Outer Space, Monsters, and Mad Men, from the Criterion Collection. And what an unusual thing for them to release, but what a great one. And this is on DVD, and you've got Yeah, this is great. So I'm not sure all of them star Boris Karloff or just some of them. Doesn't matter. So you've got the Atomic Submarine. These kind of movies are, to me, are great. And The First Man in Space. These are all going to be what, 50s? I'm guessing these are all made in the 50s. Yeah, 1959, 1959, 158 and 359s. So these are going to be just that cheesy. Yeah, I love these kind of movies, and they come with a book. And Criterion's got away from these books, but I love the books, and this felt perfect. So let's get that 50s cheese. Yeah, these are the kind of movies that I grew up on. I remember watching Monster Movie Matinee, which was a local horror thing, anthology show that was on every Saturday, and I would tune into that every single week, religiously to watch, we'll see what horror movie is going to be on, and a lot of times it would be something like these, these Karloff type things, the space, the atomic submarine, all that kind of stuff. These are the kind of things that you'd see. So this one's got, this is The Haunted Strangler. I remember seeing this movie. The Haunted Strangler and Quarters of Blood. I think I've seen both of these, actually, which is great because, but I don't remember them. I'm remembering the main character here as I'm looking at it. Boris Karloff. I remember that look. Couldn't tell you what it's about. And then the other one, The Quarters of Blood. The dude looks familiar to me. So yeah, this is nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Kubricklover1972. He's got a great channel too. So let me plug him a little bit here and just let you know that he mainly does Criterions and things. I'm not even sure why he sent me this. Well, I know the why. I don't know why he chose this one. I don't know if it wasn't his cup of tea or if he knew it would be mine, or if he had an extra copy. He didn't say. But I really appreciate this. This will be something that will definitely get watched, and soon. It's just that type of movie you can put on like on a Saturday. I would put it on today, on a Saturday afternoon, and sit back, and it'll bring back memories. And then, you know what? They don't show movies like this on television anymore. I'm sort of tired of the 80s and 90s and 2000s with all the CGI and the jump screams or the jump scares in the horror movies and things. Those aren't my cup of tea. These are far more my cup of tea. A slow build. The dramatic music, yes, but not as a jump scare, more to show you that the thing was getting closer. And movies like Frankenstein from the 30s and Dracula and the Wolf Man, things like that are from Universal are my ultimate classics. And then movies like these from the 50s that I remember so well. The guy goes out into space and something happens to him, where he brings something back on his plane, and it's not like it's not like an Alien where it's this incredibly destructive thing. Well, it could be an incredibly destructive thing, but it's more likely going to be something that'll inhabit people's bodies. Interesting movies, and this I'm looking forward to all four of these. So thanks again. That's great. Love Boris Karloff, and we'll love these classic science fiction adventures as well. And for those of you who want to know a little bit more, The Haunted Strangler from 1958 is 79 minutes long. It's in black and white. It's monaural. These are all 1.33 to 1 aspect ratio because they were made for television for the most part, most of these. So they're going to fit the screen just so. The standard television screen, not the widescreen. Quarters of Blood from 1959 is 87 minutes long in black and white, monaural. First Man into Space from 1959, 77 minutes long, black and white, monaural. And The Atomic Submarine, 72 minutes long, black and white, and monaural. And the plots, I'll start with the two science fiction ones. The First Man into Space. In this interstellar cautionary tale, brash U.S. Navy test pilot Dan Prescott, hungry for fame, rockets himself beyond Earth's atmosphere, only to become encrusted with cosmic dust and return a blood-drinking monster. That's what I'm talking about. And The Atomic Submarine. When the nuclear-powered submarine, the Tiger Shark, sets out to investigate a series of naval disasters near the Arctic Circle, its fearless crew finds itself besieged by electrical storms, an unidentified floating saucer, and lots of hairy tentacles. Neat. And then the two Karloff thrillers. The Haunted Strangler. 19th century English author James Rankin believes that the wrong man was hanged 20 years earlier for a series of murders, but his investigations lead him to a horrible, and for him, gruesomely inescapable secret. Interesting. And finally, The Corridors of Blood. In 1840s London, Dr. Thomas Bolton dares to dream the unthinkable, to operate on patients without causing pain. Unfortunately, the road to general anesthesia is blocked by a ruthless killer, Christopher Lee, as well as Bolton's devastating addiction to his own chemical experiments. I think I did see that one, but this will be really good. Just classic horror movies done by the Criterion Collection. And here's the 4-disc set. Will feature new restored high-definition digital transfers, audio commentaries by producers Richard and Alex Gordon, and writer Tom Weaver, new video interviews with cast and crew, censor cuts, original theatrical trailers and radio spots, still galleries, optional English subtitles for the hard of hearing, plus booklets featuring essays by producer John Croydon and critics Maitland McDonnell, Bruce Eder, and Michael Lennick. So yeah, spine numbers 365, 366, 367, and 368. And again, thank you, Kubricklover1972, for this great package from the Criterion Collection that I did not own, but have wanted to. And the great card saying "You rock," along with the note you sent me here from on the YouTube. So I'll be putting that together with that. And then, the Walker's pure butter shortbread, which I will be eating very shortly. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Glad I could make a little bit of a comeback here. Know I'm still on my Dean of Games channel, and I'm messing with that a lot. So if you get a chance to go over there and check it out, if you have any interest in board games at all, that would be the place to go. And I've mixing up, some popular newer board games, things like what's a newer popular one? King of New York, which is like Monsters Battling New York, or Ticket to Ride, which is a modern one. Small World. These are games you can find at Target, Walmart, places like that, as well as games that you won't find there probably, but are well worth your time, like Star Wars Rebellion, where you can command the entire rebel army against the entire Imperial fleet in deep space, while the Imperial forces are hunting for the rebel base. The rebels are trying to use subterfuge, gain plans to the Death Star, and delay the Empire so that ultimately the rebels can come out on top. And it's a battle with time, so it's pretty cool. Or Robinson Crusoe, Adventures on a Deserted Island, where you are basically shipwrecked and you must find a way to survive. And there's animals there you got to fight. Some may provide food, some may just provide danger. And you've got to find heat and shelter because winter is coming and it will be cold. And you will have storms. Star Trek Fleet Captains, where you control the Enterprise and other famous Star Trek ships, including ones from the Klingons, and a Borg cube that makes its way onto the board and causes havoc. You'll go on away missions with your team, picking from Hikaru Sulu, or Anton Chekhov, or Mr. Spock, or Jean-Luc Picard, or Commander Riker, so on and so forth. Whoever you have in your hand, there's cards that would determine who you've got, who's on each ship, who's the captain of the ship, who goes on the away missions, and you can win by. For the Klingons, you probably want to blow up some Federation starships if you are, or maybe you got some missions you want to go on to get greater weapons or greater shields, or perhaps a stealth technology that you can apply that will last, it will be even better than what you've got. For the Federation, you can find all sorts of relics, help various peoples, gain points that way, or look for stealth technology to add to the Federation. Perhaps you want to go after some Klingons as well. great game. So anyway, check that channel out if you're interested in board games, and I will be back. I've got some Criterions that should be arriving here this month, and I'll be doing something on those. I've got some other ones to review, and I'm going to be doing a lot of Criterion stuff, I think, in the near future. I don't look to be doing much of anything else, I don't think, on this channel other than Criterion. So now, if you want something else, if you want my top 10 of whatever, let me know. I'll be happy to do that. All right, thanks, guys.